Welcome everyone to the first in our series of the 2002 Business Leaders Breakfast. We're very lucky to have Paige Wood, the owner of the Tin Cupboard in Grenfell. So welcome to our first live recording.
Thank you. It's very exciting.
So probably one question I've got, just what is the Tin Cupboard and where did you get the name from?
So the Tin Cupboard, it's a small giftware store with a bit of kitchenware, a bit of everything actually. So the Tin Cupboard started, I moved back from England, and the tin represents the iron, the country, it's home, and the cupboard was everything for, it originally started out as the kitchen cupboard, but now as we've grown, it's for all the cupboards in the household. So anything you need, well, hopefully we can help.
Yeah. So you and your partner Lockie, so was he in England also?
No, so I was working with the London Ambulance Service in central London, and he is a teacher. So I was over there on a different visa, and he was unable to get sponsored. So he moved home. He was teaching at the local school here, and I decided to come back home to him. So the shop was on the market, and we put in an offer. And it was accepted the same day that I was offered midwifery in Queensland. So we chose to continue with the shop.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's amazing. So we've just been through COVID. How has it impacted your business?
Immensely. It has been one of the biggest learning curves that we didn't see coming. So before COVID, like everyone out here, we were experiencing drought. So we've seen a huge change of how our customers buy things really. So the drought, we've seen a lot of individuals buy items for the instant gratification. A piece of clothing because it made them feel wonderful, and candles, they can smell it as they walk into the house. Once COVID hit, there was uncertainty for everyone with job loss and everything. So it slowed down a little bit because people were more cautious of where they were spending their money and what on. Then the government help came and everyone went a little bit free rein with their spending really, so we utilised that and tried to adapt as much as possible. And now we're kind of seeing back to normality, so people are conscious of what they're buying and who they're buying for. So the message behind why they're buying things has changed as well.
Oh, great. So part of that sort of change and the impact of COVID, you set up an online shop? Yeah,
that's right. So we had originally started because it was quieter in those months during the drought. It's something that I could play around with, and we are so community focused that it was important for us that once we established that relationship, we could then spread our wings. And how do we do that? It was a website for us. So during COVID, the wonderful thing about it was that we could reach so many more people, and they could act and buy something or reach out to us. And we actually, during the peak of COVID, we sent to every state and territory in the country.
That's amazing. And for such a small little business in a small country town, to have that sort of Australia-wide impact is absolutely amazing.
It phenomenal. I was really proud. The one that held us up was the Northern Territory, but we got there in the end.
So while we've got that online presence, are most of your customers local or are they travelling through?
So with the store at the moment, I would say originally it was probably 85% in-store sales, and then the rest, the 15%, that's right, as my math is terrible, online. But then the other change that we've seen is that over Monday, Tuesday in town was a lot of caravanners. So with the border shut, that's been completely non-existent. So now that that's opening, well, they're all open now, we've been able to see the individuals come through. But the other trend that we've noticed is a lot of the locals are buying online, selecting our click and collect, or having us just put it aside so that it's quite easy for them, so they're not out if they don't need to be.
So they can choose it at 8 o'clock at night when you're not open, make them and then sort of collect it in the next couple of days knowing it's there. That makes it so much easier, and it's all about that customer experience.
That's right, and the convenience for them. Because we cater to a lot of young mums as well, they don't want to be getting the kids out of the car and in the pram and coming into the shop with breakable items.
Yeah, I had that happen being a young dad too. So yeah, it's one get in, get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that convenience there. So with your business, what role does social media play in sort of promoting?
It's a huge role.
Yeah.
I think we're a small community of around 3,000 people here, and which is great, and as many people support us as possible. We had to expand that so that then we could look at continuing to bring in new stock for our locals, really.
Yeah.
So the social media, it's a free marketing, and there's so many resources out there to teach you how to capitalise on what you can offer. It's just wonderful, and to meet individuals through social media and the return customers, it's just done wonders for our business.
Yeah, I remember talking to another business years ago, and they went, "We can't get this product anywhere else." So they actually stalked that business on social media. Do you still have it? And yeah, they went through the back stores and managed to find the last one.
So that's right, and what our suppliers are finding is that they've had it tough as well in the last 2 years. So they're bringing in less stock. So once one store sells out, they can then send them towards us. And if we're online or even Facebook, they come straight to us.
Oh, geez. Yeah. And really, Paige, what purchasing gifting trends did you notice through COVID?
So the change went, I think people have become more hesitant and cautious.
Yeah.
They're more aware of who and what they're buying.
Yeah.
So they want to be treated as number one, and that's something that we specialise in, is that individual is our main concern when they buy with us. So we also see a lot of individuals who couldn't come home because a lot of parents still live here, the kids have moved away, they wanted birthday presents and well wishes. So there was a lot of items sent with love and care behind them that we were happy to put messages with them and deliver them to the door in a safe way.
Oh.
So it's been a great change. I think that people are more aware of others in a sense of, oh, hang on, they might be a bit lonely, isolated out there because it's a small town to start with. Let's make sure that we can spread that message with them.
Yeah, no, I think that's really important. I think that's the difference between a business lasting a small time and a business lasting a long time and getting that support. It's those little things that you do to make people feel special.
That's right, and we make sure because we can't offer them that face-to-face contact when they do the online orders with us, we make sure that all customers get sent a chocolate and a handwritten thank you note, because that's our way of trying to give them the customer service that they would get in the store.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you can make someone smile, they're going to come back there.
That's right.
Experience social.
That's right.
So Grenfell at the moment seems to be a town that's really going places. We're getting a lot more people coming back, a lot more sort of professionals. The community is a lot more vibrant. And lots more new residents. So why is life so good in Grenfell, and why should we all move to Grenfell?
So being a local, I do love it. There is a sense of community here at the moment and fresh energy.
Yeah.
So what we're finding is people are moving here because they want to continue their community going forward and they want to add their own little bit. And if it wasn't for the community, we probably wouldn't be in the position we're in now, because it really did help us. They're great on supporting local first.
Yeah.
We are a small community, but we're a mighty community, and I think that's the message that people try to spread. It's a great little base. We're central to a lot of things. The Orange is not too far.
Yeah.
We can get to parks and get on the aeroplane and in Sydney in a couple of hours. So I just think it's got a sense of welcoming, and people are really quite proud to be from Grenfell.
Yeah.
So the more people, the better it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that sense of unity there. What else do you want to know, people to know about historic Grenfell?
It's a surprising little town.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's great, is that when people come in, everywhere you look, there's something different and there's something always going on. We've got so many pop-up shops with them, stores that have popped up recently doing different things, and everyone having a go. And the wonderful thing is, a lady came in last week and she goes, I've missed people smiling and saying hello. She goes, and that's what Grenfell's done for me today. She goes, everyone's just stopped and said hello and made sure our day's okay. Yeah.
That's amazing. So in our last business leaders breakfast, we had a bit of a challenge called the Fast Five. So I'm going to throw some things at you and answer best as you can. There's no right or wrong answer. So 3 dream dinner guests, and what menu would you have?
Oh, well, that's a bit tricky. I think I would have to go Maggie B.
Yeah.
Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
And I'm tossing up between Ash Barty or Kris Jenner. So it's quite a different little bunch there.
We might try both.
Yeah, I think that's great. The menu? Oh, I'm glad I did anything, to be perfectly honest.
And I think we'd be a bit under pressure to make it here. She'd probably cook for you. Okay, so talking about the region, best cafe restaurant in the region, what's your personal favourite?
Oh, we're spoiled for choice at the moment, to be perfectly honest. You can sit down and have a coffee and a meal from Wine, the little coffee shop that's open 7 days a week. Spencerman, who was originally a mechanic, is now doing coffee all the time. And my restaurant probably would have to be Jack Around the House when they do their pop-up nights. Okay. Yeah, you'll leave there with a very full belly and very happy.
Lots of different themes at that one?
Yeah, so the last one I think they did was the Indian, and they do things for Mother's Day, and they just pop up every now and again, and it's great.
Great.
Yeah.
Hidden gem in the Central West could be a person, place, venue, or an event.
Oh, I think the Wedding Mountains. They're not really hidden though, because they're so big. But I think the different things that you can do out there at the moment, especially with all this rain, the views are spectacular.
So it would be nice and clear.
Yeah, and all green, and the waterfall would probably be running again. Yeah, just. There's a lot of things out there to explore.
Amazing thing for our eco tourists to sort of come.
Yeah.
Favourite holiday destination in Australia and one on your bucket list?
Well, my bucket list would be swimming with the whale sharks in Exmouth, and that's in Australia. And the place that we go to that takes my breath away every time is Poo Beach in the South Coast. Oh. It's a hidden little spot. Not many people know about it. Yeah.
Cool. And we'll plug the local venue. Favourite event you've collected so far?
So I have a 9-month-old, so I haven't been able to go to as many as I like. She's got some fabulous events planned for International Women's Day, but I actually sent some of my employees down here for a social media marketing course, and they came back with so many wonderful ideas that we've been able to implement into the business. So that's been really good.
Yeah, and that's great once you go to something and you gain something from it and you can use it straight away.
Yeah, and you get new energy.
Yeah, cool. And what do you think? What's been the main challenges and key learnings that you've made through setting up the Tin Cupboard?
I think you need to know when to take a breath. I think you wear so many different hats as a small business owner, and most people actually do it by themselves, that it snowballs a little bit. So I think just stepping back for just a day or two, switch off and just re-energize and then come back with new energy. I think that's the biggest learning curve. I was unable to do that. And with technology, even on our watches now, we're constantly getting notifications. And I think we put our community first. And I think that was a really good thing, our local community, because that's where our loyalty lies with them, and they've shown their loyalty to us.
Yeah. Mentoring or having mentors in your life can really sort of help your professional journey. Have you had any mentors which have helped you through, and what are the tips you learned from them?
So the week we opened, I had a lady, she owns a store here in town, and she came to me and she goes, Paige, the moment you stop loving this shop, she goes, that's when you know enough is enough. She goes, so if you umming and ahhing about whether or not it's the right choice, she said, try something new, see if it gives you the energy again, and go from there. She said, if you no longer love it, the customers will see it, and it's time to move on. So that's probably one of my professional ones. My personal one is my older sister always said, you need to have a life so that you can tell your stories to others. Yeah. And she said the best thing that she ever did was do things that inspire others to do more.
Yes.
Yeah, they're probably my two pieces. That's with me.
That's great. So how can viewers and listeners after this conversation learn more and engage with you in the tin cupboard?
Of course, so we have our Facebook page.
Yeah.
You can just search the Tin Cupboard, the same
Yeah.
on Instagram. We have our website, which is www.thetincupboard.com, and then they can also come in store and see us on the main street across from IGA, so you won't miss us. And we have a phone as well, which is just 63431800.
Great. So if you didn't pick up any of those details, contact us at RDA Centre West, and we'll pass on Paige's details. Thank you for your time, and welcome to the Business Leaders Breakfast, an exclusive call.
Thank you very much. It's very exciting. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. Thank you.